On today's episode,
welcome back, curls. It's been a minute.
Where's up? The hair cute. Moisturized, amen? But wait, there's more.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Curls and Commentary channel. Babes, I know you saw that timestamp. This video is nearly an hour long. I've spent the last full week going through all of my hair journey. There's a lot of goodies in this video and I really want you to kick back, relax, and enjoy. So thanks for clicking. Take advantage of the chapters if you need them, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
This is where I left y'all before my last video. A whole cliffhanger. But baby, the curls are back. Welcome to 1 week in my natural hair.
What's up, you guys? Before we jump into the styling portion of this video, I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of my wash day thus far. I did not pre-poo my hair this time since I just washed my hair 4 days ago. I decided to jump right into the shower. I went in with my honey cream shampoo. I needed a win for this midweek wash day, especially because I have somewhere to be in like an hour. So I needed to make sure that I went in with something that was a surefire win for my curls. After my shampoo, I followed up with the Essential Moisture Conditioner from Curlsmith. The first time I used it, honestly, I just was so excited about my new detangling technique that I didn't really, think too deeply about this conditioner. But now that my detangling technique is sort of like normal for me, I really got to see this conditioner shine. And guys, it was great. It has excellent slip, and for a 12-ounce container, getting it 50% off at Marshall's, it just was amazing. As far as what I'm kind of using to style, I went in with the Paul Mitchell Detangler Conditioner as my leave-in. I already went ahead and detangled my hair and put it into these cute little twists. And now I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different this time around. I've already stretched my hair fully with the Rev-Air and had a failed style this week, so I will not be stretching my hair with the Rev-Air, but I do need my hair to dry a little bit more before I go in with my cream. I found that working with my hair on soaking wet hair is just not good for my fine strands. It causes them to snap really easily, and ultimately I'm not trying to have breakage, especially because I'm manipulating my hair a little bit more this week than I typically would. So what I'm going to be doing is going in with my blow dryer with this attachment. I already started just to see, like, is this necessary step? And it is. You guys can see the white is gone and I still have some light here. I want my cuticles to close a little bit more before I go in with my cream. And essentially I'm gonna do that just for a few minutes, get my hair to get to damp, and then it'll be time to go in with my cream for today's wash day. So I'm gonna go ahead, get started, and I'll be back when I'm ready to continue. Y'all, I know us high porosity girls get a lot of flack, and sometimes it can be a little bit tricky when you're on the internet and you see people like, I have high porosity hair. But I love my high porosity hair. It took me like 60 seconds to just get my hair from soaking wet to damp, and I can definitely tell the difference. So now it's time to go in with my good old faithful Tgin Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. This is my new favorite cream. If you know, you know. I am really excited to use this on my curly hair and see how my results are. I'm gonna be going in with this cream, and then I'm also gonna follow up with my grease, and I might even go in with a little bit of mousse on the outside of my twists. So anyway, guys, this is my new buttercream. I'm undoing it. It's brand new, full, fresh from Marshall's, and I'm very excited. This was $9.99. This is what my section is giving just with leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the cream, and I'm mostly focusing on smoothing it down the hair because my hair is already detangled. So I'm just smoothing it, and I'm allowing my hair to be kind of like detangled by the cream. It doesn't have to be perfect because obviously you guys know I still love big hair. I want my hair to be like voluminized when I take it down. So that is what it's giving. Come on, a little bit of definition here, a little bit of frizz here. That's what we want. We want definition, a little bit of frizz, a little bit of volume. So come on, that's just a cream. And then I'm adding a little bit of grease, and grease is honestly like a gel for me. It gives me a little bit of hold and smooths my hair in place. So I'm just smoothing it down. You see, I'm not really separating but so much, just more so smoothing. And boom. Now let's do the next section. Again, a little bit of cream. And yeah, get on them roots, girl. Not my scalp, but my roots. And you guys can see my hair is just drinking this product up. Oh my gosh. Love this cream. My hair loves this cream. I love this cream. So that's kind of with the first little pass, you see? Got some curl definition. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of grease right there. And I'm really focusing on my ends here, but the whole strand can definitely take it. Just smoothing it in. And now it's time to twist my hair up. And all I'm really doing in this twist is smoothing it. The purpose of the twist is to give my hair a little bit more formation, help it smooth and dry in place. And of course, we don't want it to shrink back up too much. But that's it, guys. This has been so quick. I love it. All right, so that's it. And I was going to just leave my hair, but I think I am gonna add just a tiny bit of mousse on the outside, the same way that I do with my stretch styles. The one, okay? I have a little bit of mousse left, so I'm just gonna add a little bit. Love this stuff to my hair. That's a couple pumps, and I'm just gonna go over like this. We're going for a slight hold. Nothing too crazy. That looks good. Diffuser time.
All right, y'all, so just like the first time around, I am using the diffuser to reduce the amount of white residue on my strands. I know that my hair is high porosity and it's gonna soak it in, but it's important that my hair dries. Now, it's the next day and I was feeling good. As you see, I've switched my attachment. Let's get into it, babes. Okay, so boom, initial thoughts on the takedown. My hands was feeling moisturized. Your girl was excited. And as you guys can see, the back of my head is a little bit tricky, but I'm trying to angle it downward so that way it can try to close my cuticle. My hair was very easy to separate toward the end, and clearly your girl was excited. But okay, babes, time for the process, and we're starting at step 1 like Brian McKnight. First and foremost, I unraveled my twist, and now you see I'm unraveling both sections of my twist. And the thing that I'm focusing on is letting them naturally separate without creating frizz, because what I don't want is my ends all globbed together. You see that? Individual ends. Now I'm focusing my blow dryer on my roots, and this is going to help me keep my roots nice and flat, and it also helps the heat to travel down the shaft. I'm sorry that the bottom of the camera is a little cut off. Girl, I got a little hang time like I said earlier, and I just sort of flip it back and forth until you see my hair is sort of dried and stretched. Not bad. For those of y'all interested in the details, here's a little lean in look to the camera. We like to see it. Okay, so boom, one more time for those of y'all who are not into rewinding the video. I'm really involving myself with this technique. As you can see, once again, splitting up my ends, making sure that my hair is pretty much separated on its own before going in with the blow dryer. And as you can see, I'm really focusing that nozzle on my roots. I've found that for my fine high porosity strands, the heat goes right down and I have no issue with it stretching my hair out. Now that I go back and forth, this buttercream is holding up the moisture and I'm very much so enjoying it. So I do this a few more times, give it one last little rundown, and then you can see the strands just look great. Let's get to the next clip, y'all, because we have a lot to talk about.
Here's what my hair is looking like. I have a nice weight to my hair. This is an indication that I added a good amount of cream, I added a good amount of grease, but I also took advantage of my hair being completely separated and detangled, so that thing is moving, girl. But yes, guys, my natural curls, I think, are officially back. This was a great wash day. Even though it was impromptu, I was not planning on washing my hair this early in the week. I think that I'm happy with it. I'm grateful that I had good products to go in with. My hair is really soft and moisturized. And this Tgin buttercream is really gonna be my go-to girl. I do have other creams that I wanna use and dabble with, but it's really nice having something in my collection that I know works well for me. Oh, wow, look at those curls. Welcome back, curls. It's been a minute.
Y'all, I'm literally obsessed. I know that I made some real major changes since last year. The first one being I got 5 inches taken off of my hair, okay? Over the last 8 or 9 months, I've gotten lots of hair cut off, so I have a lot of new, fresh ends, and I think that's why my curls are giving very much so super make popping ton. Besides that, I really enjoy grease, and I never used to put grease on my curly hair, so I think the fact that I have like sealed hair, like moisture, is amazing. Moving on from there, let's be clear, the big whammy is that I did not use the Rev Air for achieving this style. I used a regular blow dryer, so I'm able to take advantage of my curls. Besides the Rev Air, I definitely have to say my detangling technique and like my styling method is different. I used to apply my leave-in in the shower, apply my cream out of the shower, and then detangle my hair and twist it up. But now I apply my leave-in in the shower, I detangle my hair out of the shower, and I apply my cream, just raking it through my hair. Once my hair is fully detangled, I'm just smoothing the cream through and I twist my hair up. So it allows my curls to just kind of clump whatever way they want. And it's just a more natural, effortless process. Now let me tell you another game changer that I'm realizing that was super amazing for this wash day. Definitely had to be that I used the diffuser on my blow dryer. Amazing. I'm really excited about this new technique and I'm excited for my next wash day. My hair is hairing, y'all. The hair is hairing.
Where's up? The hair cute. And I don't even want to put it under the scarf and the bonnet, girl. I don't. But I need to do that because I need to go to bed. Cute. Very much so giving cute. I love the shape. Hold on. Let me show y'all the shape. Look at we got a little razzle dazzle, a little volume. I'm interested to see what it looks like in the morning. I did get a new serum. Y'all, I know I did that birthday haul, but I celebrate my birthday all month. And you can call me Junie Blow a Bag, okay? Here we go. I know that I have the olive oil ORS serum, but I was at Marshall's and racked up, obviously. So I found this Giovanni serum, and this one is thick. I don't know if you see that, girl. Thick. I got it for $8.99, and it's got some of the same ingredients as the ORS one, but it also has like olive oil, avocado oil, aloe vera juice. You know, they put a little lychee extract, trying to be bougie, child. But I just wanted to try something different. So I'm going to be using this in the morning when I take my hair out of my scarf and out of my bonnet to see what it gives. But this is what the hair is giving. Like I said, I am about to slick it down.
What's up, y'all? Voiceover Junie reporting for duty, and I have my satin scrunchie. I'm just gonna get my hair out of my face. Next, I'm grabbing my hairspray, Tresemme Extra Hold, girl. Insert whatever hairspray you like, and I'm adding a little bit of water on my fingers, a tint around my edges and my crown, and now I'm just spraying some hairspray on those same parts. And then I'm just gonna use my soft bristle brush and brush it down, girl. And bye, Bookie, he going to bed. Anyway, this is what this process is giving, and now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my scarf, making sure that thing is nice and secure. Once it is, I'm grabbing my bonnet right off of Amazon, girl, and I'm gonna turn it and just tuck my hair in. And I do a double layer of protection to make sure that nothing falls out in the middle of the night. Baby, we're ready for bed. Let's get into it.
Good morning, y'all. It's day 2, and it's time to take this hair out. So here is pretty much what my routine is every single day. I take off my scarf. I also take off my bonnet. And this is what the hair is giving. Now I'm gonna go through and kind of fluff my hair. Like I told y'all, I just bought this serum yesterday. I bought some other stuff too, which we're gonna get into later in the video. But I'm gonna use a little bit of this on my hands, and it's thick, child. Look at that. Much thicker than the one that I have. But I wanted to try something different. The smell is very like understated. And I literally just use this to coat my ends and my hair. Now you see my hair looks quite smushed because I was asleep with the bonnet, but that's okay. I take my time, and because my serum has some slip, I can go in with a little bit more. Ooh, I like how this feels on my hands. I like that it's kind of thickalicious. So I'm just smoothing it. I like to smooth it on the underside of my strands as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bobby pins in. At this point, I'm just doing it because I don't really need to do it. But I don't know. Doesn't make much of a difference, but whatever. That is day 2 hair, guys. Look at the curls, still intact, still looking pretty good. I'm excited. What's up, y'all? Your girl is popping in. This was the final look from this morning. All I did was a little subtle brow. I had a little bit of lip gloss on, but it's off now, babes. I had lunch already. Got a little earring in. But peep the curls, still intact, moisturized, amen? I just got off of work early because it's Friday. Don't nobody want to do nothing else. I can answer your team's message on Monday, babes. You can wait 2 days. Anyway, let's go ahead, go upstairs, because I want to show y'all what my natural hair stash is giving. And I also want to show y'all I bought a couple goodies at Marshall's yesterday. Bookie was playing basketball and I said I'm in the mood to shop. Okay, so boom, we made it to the bathroom. Let me go ahead and flip this camera. First and foremost, babes, I was in Walmart last night and I saw these 2 products from Next of Us. Not sure if you guys have heard of them. I've seen them several times, but I literally would look at them and be like, no. But I saw high porosity leave-in and I said, you know what? Let me see something. So ingredients wise, we've got water, silicone, some stuff I cannot pronounce, some shea butter, some fragrance, yada, yada, yada. But I rubbed it between my fingers and it felt like a party. So I'm very excited to see what I think about this. And then this one is very similar, right? We got water, silicone, coconut oil, cetyl alcohol. So slightly different ingredients, but it's pretty much the same thing, guys. This is really just water, silicone, shea butter. This one's water, silicone, coconut oil. I think I'm gonna wind up doing a little bit of a battle. Anyway, babes, let's move these out the way. Now, this is what the stash is giving. I told y'all I scoured Marshall's for Fenty hair, and quick pause on Fenty hair. Girl, I got extras down below, down under. Okay, so boom, back to the stash. This is my Briochio. These are like my 2 new conditioners that I'm gonna be oscillating through, and then also have all of those hydro creme conditioners that I'm gonna be working through. These 2 conditioners back here are my Nexus Humectress and my Multitasking, kind of like the protein ones. And then here are more of my strengthening shampoos. I've got the Core Strength and the Rosemary OK. Back here, this thing leaning over is the Suavissima Hydrating Conditioner. Now, I think I am going to still try this as a leave-in conditioner and see what I think. But it's probably going to be too heavy because it kind of feels like the Tgin Sweet Honey Hair Milk in my hands. And y'all already know how that ended. All right, y'all. So what you are looking at is my immediate up next. I have decided to bifurcate my products to make sure that I'm not getting overwhelmed and at least have a little bit of a plan for what I want to use in the coming wash days. So getting started on the bottom left, this is my pre-shampoo. I always tend to mix leftover products or, you know, olive oil or things into it. So I have a little plastic knife here. This is my water bowl, if you know, you know. And then I have a strainer for my shed hairs. And then here's the olive oil that I was talking about. Moving up to the top, you guys see, these are my good old faithfuls. I've got my Buttercream Daily Moisturizer and my Indian Hemp Soft Degrease. Those are always going to be here because they're just amazing. And then here is sort of like when I say my immediate up next, I'm working from right to left. So I'm probably getting my hair trimmed soon. And you guys know I always use Quenched after my straight hair has kind of aged for a few days. And then I said, you know what? I want to revisit the Guava Slip again. I'm going to try to do another redemption round with the Guava Slip and try to use it up. Anyway, After that, I think I want to give the African Shea Design Essentials Cream a try on my curly hair. And then I have these two. I did a stretch style with this avocado curling cream earlier in the summer, and I did it with the Design Essentials Mousse, but it was too light of a hold. So I think I want to run it back with the Crazy Sexy Curl and see what I think. But wait, there's more. Okay, so boom, y'all don't really usually see y'all in the stash, babes. Y'all don't usually see in the stash. So we're really looking at right to left. The left, far left is like what I'm really not going to be revisiting for a while. We have the Enchanting Moisture Cream. If you know, you know. The soybean oil tears my face up. Then we have the Curly Moisture Butter. It's just so thick, and I really don't think that it's that moisturizing. After that, we have the Dew Cream, and this is also really thick. I have this here because I honestly don't know how to not be heavy-handed with this cream. We need a break. This is the Quench and Curl that I used. I know y'all are looking at that Elodia. We're gonna get there in a second, babes, because that's what I got last night. This is the Ravishing Leave-In from Goddess Curls, and this is what I want to use as a cream, but I personally think it's gonna be better on a stretch style. I got this Not Away Leave-In Detangler. I would have returned this, but I used too much of it to return to my local beauty supply. They would have been like, ma'am, you need to keep this. So that's exactly what I did. Now, moving up a little bit further into the line, we have the Elodia Length of Retention Anti-Breakage Nourishing Buttercream. And then we got the Curl Definer. I realized that it mixes with those Next of Us leave-in conditioners. So I'm actually gonna give it a try on my curly hair and see how I like it. And then as far as other things coming up in the hair queue, this is Coconut Curling Cream from Cantu, and then the Curl Conditioning Oiling Cream from Curlsmith. So y'all are seeing the full queue of what is coming up in my hair. I am going to be going to the gym soon. Pray my strength, y'all. It's probably been like 20 days. So that's like the longest I've gone, I think, all year. But very much so excited. Stay tuned. I'll see y'all in the next clip. What's up, you guys? It's time for me to get this hair ready for the gym. I was gonna rock it down, but I looked at the temperature. It is 79 degrees Fahrenheit, baby. We're putting it up. So first and foremost, what am I using? So I have two options for my headband. We will see what the girl is feeling, but I'm gonna be using a satin scrunchie, and of course, I'm gonna be using my serum. So first step is going to put a little serum in my hand. This is just one pump, and I'm going to smooth it on the bottom and around my edges. This is because I'm gonna try to do my best to smooth my hair up without any friction. Now I'm just going to slick up the hair, girl. Like so, like that. And I do not like my hair up. I prefer it down. And I also don't like tension. So that's typically why you don't see me do any other styles. I usually just like to wear my hair without any pulling, snagging. Also because my strands are fine. I also don't want to disrupt my curls. So we shall see. I could do a little bun situation. So that's what the hair is giving. Nothing too crazy. We just need it in place for hip hop step class. So I'm gonna go ahead, head to the gym with Buki, bounce around a little bit, and I'll be back later when it's time to take this hair down.
I want a jump shot. They got that real tap. They did the side leg.
The girl is back from the gym and the camera is cricketing, man. But it's fine. I have not been into the gym in like 18 days, 20 days, something like that. Because it's been a big back birthday month. I've been eating cheesesteaks, ice cream, pastries, caramelized croissants. Girl. Now, I don't drink juice. I don't drink soda. I don't drink alcohol. I've been busting down some ice water, okay? But your girl been eating french fries. Yep, the waffle ones. Paying the extra couple dollars for the sweet potato fries. Yup, for sure. Anyway, babes, I need to get back in the gym. I don't want to gain too much weight in a big back birthday month. I gotta get together. But in the meantime, it's time to take this hair down. Here's what it's giving. And honestly, I was sad. I was looking in the mirror like, the bun is cute, but I want my hair back down. So that's what we're about to do. I'm going to gently take out the satin scrunchie, because contrary to popular belief, babe, even this satin scrunchie can break a fine girl's hair. A fine girl's fine hair. Back to my serum, y'all. Same process. Always start with one pump. Boom. And I'm just going to get it in the right direction. Get in the right direction. Fluff it a little bit. Oh, my hair smells so good. It smells good still. That Tgin buttercream. Yeah. All right, y'all. Here's what the back of my hair is giving. I do have a bust down part in the front and back. Hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. I don't know about y'all, but like if my hair is getting in my face, I feel like I can't even think straight. And I also don't know about y'all. There are some people who just look better with their hair out of their face. They look better with their hair up, a slick style, a slick bun. I really think I look best with my hair down. I do. But yes, guys, we are back. Our hair survived the gym, a little bit of heat, a little bit of manipulation, and I'm pleased. Hey y'all, just got out the shower. Wanted to show y'all, this is how your girl wraps it up. I got a shower cap the long way. You see me? I got my hair in the satin scrunchie. You see me? A low puff situation. Yeah, like that. Make sure my hands are dry, babes. I'm not trying to have my curls revert. And then I just shake it, 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 shake it. And that's it. Yeah.
What's up, you guys? We're doing a lot in this video. I decided to just make it a mashup of a bunch of hair related things. Wanted to share some empties with you guys because y'all see I've been racking up quite a bit, but I have finished a couple things most recently. So first thing that I finished is the Curlsmith Essential Moisture Rinse Out Conditioner. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it more and more every time I used it, and I'm a little bit bummed that I don't have enough left for a full, conditioning session, but I decided to mix the last few ounces into the rest of my Deep Quencher conditioner, and I think it's gonna add some nice slip. Number 2 is the Olive Miracle African Pride Leave-In Conditioner. It was a lot of product. I think it was 18 ounces or something like that for $3. And I just feel like it worked better as a refresher for me. And it took me so long to get through it because I was only using it as a refresher. Since I bought the Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner not too long after I bought that one. Anyway, moving on is the Wild Growth Oil. I got the light moisturizer, and guys, I've had this Wild Growth Oil since that last week in my natural hair video. I just have not been able to get through it. I started using serum last year this time, and I just never really picked the Wild Growth Oil up, but I just decided to put it in my pre-poo. Moving on to the last empty that I have, it's the NeoCell hair gummies. These are the Beauty Builder hair gummies, and I've been using them since April 18th. I feel like I noticed a difference at first in my roots. I feel like my roots came in very thick, very dense. I was getting a lot of tangling and stuff like that. But I noticed that as I continued to buy the gummies, I could taste the bovine collagen. And I don't like that. I don't like that the gummies, some of them have a meaty pork type of taste because it's bovine. So I just really don't like that little aftertaste. And I kind of feel like I'm in the realm of just taking care of my strands, drinking my water, stuff like that. I don't really need to be taking gummies. And then also they did a revamp of it. They changed the packaging, they changed the texture, they changed the taste. And I think that with that, the texture sticks to my teeth a little bit more. Obviously, I got braces, so I don't want stuff sticking to my teeth and making it hard for me to get it out. And the first round that I had, I didn't have that problem. But the last few that I bought, I've had that issue. So that's pretty much all of the products that I've gone through. Moving on, I'll see y'all in the next clip. Cut to Netflix and chill with Bookie Bay. This is your sign to put a scarf and a bonnet on that couch. It's time for bed, and I already had my scarf on, so I'm gonna just pop this bonnet on my head and get some sleep.
Good morning, y'all. It is day 3, and I'm excited to take my hair down. But before I do, we're gonna do a little body hair maintenance. My sideburns have grown in quite a bit, and hopefully you can see that line. I typically cut them when I feel like they're just getting unruly and I'm starting to look like somebody's uncle from the 70s. So I'm gonna be cutting my sideburns on this side, and I'm also gonna be cutting them on this side. And then I'm gonna get what I like to call my wingdings. These are like my little symbols back here they be throwing up. I'm gonna get those too. So let's go ahead and start with these sideburns. Once I get pretty close, I go in with my, I can't remember what this is called, but you know, the little beauty supply joint. I get really close to the line. And the reason I shave my sideburns is I love to see and get an idea of how much my hair has grown between trims. And I'm getting my hair trimmed early next week, but it kind of lets me know like, okay, I probably got like half an inch of growth in the last, 5 or 6 weeks. So anyway, let's go ahead and do the other side. That's done. Let me get my mirror so I can do my wingdings. As someone who rocked a shortcut and went to the barber shop faithfully for years every 2 weeks, I just don't have it in me to have the back of my neck looking untamed, okay? Clyde usually hooks this up for me, but he was out doing things in the community like a good, wholesome, godly man. And so here it is. I'm holding it down. Okay, so it's not perfect by any means, but I definitely notice a difference when I feel the back of my neck. Obviously, y'all, I don't wear my hair up much, but when I do, I like to have a clean slate back there. I'm not really the type to take a little gel and like twirl the last little bit of hairs. I'm not a fan of that. I think it looks cute on some people, but it's not for me. Boom, the scarf's coming off and the bonnet with it. So typically I sleep on my left side and my hair be looking smushed on one side and fine on the other. But so far this week, my hair has been looking smushed on both sides. So going back in with my serum, we're doing 1 pump for now until I start to feel like it's not enough. Like Kendrick said, smoothing the bottom up and kind of touching my ends up. I'll probably go back in with another pump soon because my hair is feeling a little stiff, child. It was in the scarf for a couple hours on the couch last night. Me and Buki were watching the show called Final Draft. It's kind of like Physical 100, but they get a little bit more detailed into like character, build up and development. Anyway, one more scoop. Scoop is crazy. That's how you know I'm an ice cream lover. I'm pleased. What's up, you guys? Your girl's clocking in to do a little something with this hair. Clyde and I are about to go play some evening tennis. I've been in the house chilling, cooking this afternoon, and my scarf's just been on. A little pro tip as well. I notice when I cook and I wear a scarf, my scarf usually takes on the scent of the chicken or rice or whatever I'm making, and my hair usually doesn't smell as bad or like what I just cooked. So anyway, guys, this is what the hair is giving coming fresh out the scarf. You guys should already know we got our key players, our serum, and our scrunchie. And then I am gonna put a headband on as well. I just did 1 pump of my serum, and I'm just going to, same process, y'all. Same process. And similar to my updo, I'm gonna do it around just once. But actually, I'm gonna keep it just once. I'm not gonna do any more than that. And I'll just put my headband. And that's it, y'all. That's the look for afternoon tennis. I'll see you guys later. What's up, you guys?
What's up?
We just had a successful tennis time. Now we're enjoying our cool down walk.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, having a good time. Lovely idea, babe.
Oh, thanks. The Lord gives me many ideas. And you too.
Me too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very creative mind.
There you go.
See y'all later. What's up, you guys? I'm getting ready for bed and it's time to lay this hair down. So I have my Tgin Honey Whip Mousse, my scarf, my bonnet, and a brush. This is a soft bristle brush, babes. We're not gonna try to tear the hair out. I'm just gonna take out this little bun that I had and apply a healthy heaping amount of mousse. I really didn't want to have my brush do too much work. I wanted the mousse to lay down and then, you know, make my curls naturally pop. So as you can see, I'm just going in with my brush, and guys, very good difference between the two. I'm gonna go ahead, put my scarf on, lay this hair down, and of course I must secure it with my bonnet. Good night.
What's up, you guys? It's day 4. Buki and I are about to head out for a few hours. It's been a very lazy Sunday so far, so your girl's been in the bonnet all day until now. So let's go ahead and see what this Tgin Honey Whip Mousse has for your girl. I am pretty much empty, so I look forward to picking some up later this week. But come on, get into the waves. That's what we were looking for. So I'm gonna go in with 1 pump of my serum, give it a shake, and begin smoothing. As I'm taking my hair out, I'm definitely feeling it feels like day 4, amen. It feels like I'm losing a little bit of that moisture. I don't have as much of that mobility. Hair is definitely feeling a little stiff, even in the areas that I did not put any mousse. So we shall see if I'll get to, you know, 6 days or whatever. But I won't be upset if I don't get that far, because historically I don't get a week, you know, in my actual curls. I think that's it. I think that's as good as it's gonna get on day 4. But stay tuned. I'll be back later to give y'all any updates. See y'all in a bit. Nobody knows me like you do. Yo, when that song first came out, I literally thought it was Hers and Hers, and I was like, I rebuke this homosexual song title in the name. And then everybody was like, it's Hours and Hours. And I was like, oh. Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody.
What makes this so funny is that's the wrong song.
So basically, it's about that time. Let me adjust the camera, girl. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to refresh my hair tomorrow. First and foremost, I was gonna have to refresh anyway because this gives me the ick. Pull up in a Prius as a broke man Tesla, if that's what it's giving. If my whole head was frizzy like this, cool. But if my whole head was like this with a little bit more definition, cool. But the fact that, girl, we immediately know. As I've been out and about, I found myself starting to do this. Is my hair drying out? I can't tell. Should I moisturize? And y'all know when I start asking questions, it's time. It's time. But for now, I'm gonna watch, look what I'm watching. Natural Ray Ray. First of all, let me get a better screen. There we go.
Still have some hold to the bottom.
Watching my girl. She posted her 1 week in natural hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'm bringing a week in natural hair too. Period. Great minds think alike. And our birthdays are 1 day apart. Anyway, get it together. What's up, y'all? I had a scoop of ice cream, watched some Natural Ray Ray, and then remembered that I'm going to the salon to get my hair trimmed on Tuesday, like I said in a previous clip. It completely slipped my mind. So refresh is not happening tomorrow, babes. Tonight is the night. We're gonna do a quick little 1-2 just for this front section, because your girl be on Zoom. She do be on Zoom for work. She do. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely had that moment where I was like, I'm in a bind, Nate. Because I really wanted to do the full rinse method on day 5 and then just go another few days and maybe wash my hair on day 9 or 10. But we're not in that situation. I have to get my hair trimmed because if I don't, I won't be able to get it trimmed until like mid-October. Okay, your girl is back. I have my spray bottle. I have my Tgin Daily Buttercream Moisturizer, and I have the willpower, okay? I have the willpower. So I'm gonna spritz this a little bit. And my hair has seemed pretty detangled all week. Look at that. Will somebody come and look at this? Girl, y'all don't want to see me. Y'all don't want to. I'm dropping stuff. Y'all don't want to see me. So let me add a little bit of cream. Hopefully this is a pretty quick process because I'm not going to add anything crazy. And y'all already saw me slather my whole front of my head with mousse last night. So I'm definitely not adding nobody's mousse. But I just want my hair to have a little bit of definition, and I definitely want to re-moisturize this top part because I definitely was in the sun a couple days this week, and I could like feel the product frying off of my strands. Like I could feel that the product was evaporating. So I think that that's all right? I mean, y'all can't vote in the comments, but if you could, would you? You know what I mean? Would you vote? Would you give it a thumbs up? I feel like we're in a whole new era of my curly hair. So I'm gonna be trying a lot of things, but what I will definitely not be doing is over manipulating. If I wasn't going to the salon, I really might do what I'm doing right now to my whole head. That's the front, girl. I'm gonna do a spritz, just a light spritz on the back of my head because I don't think it's worth completely refreshing, but it needs a little something, girl. It needs a little something. And this should definitely get me through to Tuesday. What's up, y'all? Mama finna get in the bed, but I had to pop in real quick. Number one, to show y'all the bonnet is on. The bonnet is on. Number two, I put a new mount here and the angle is a little upward because I don't need y'all seeing the undercarriage. But anyway, yeah, it's cute. I feel like the lighting's like updated a little bit. This is my good old faithful night shirt. So if y'all see me in this in every single video, everybody got that one. You got that one night shirt just rocking with you for the last 15 years. Is this one. Anyway, good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Good morning, y'all. It is day 5, and here we are. We got the scarf, serum, shake it, fluff it out. Moving on to the twist takedown, I was actually really impressed. I was like, okay, mamas, we got a nice little definition here. I think I can work with this.
What's up, y'all? We're almost there when it comes to the hair. I honestly think it looks pretty good. It just needs to be dried and a little bit stretched. Y'all see what it's giving. I have the most shrinkage in this area. So let me get to work.
Y'all, I was fluffing my hair thinking it was looking cute, and then I'm like, girl, what is this? Not me feeling like I gotta go back and do it, but I was like, oh, I don't have time, I have work. Long story long, it's a lesson that the top and front of my hair needs more enforcement than the bottom layers. Moving on.
Yeah, come on. Night and day. Like Ray Charles. We're gonna have to seal the deal. Seal the deal. Day 5, babes. Day 5.
3 hours later.
Y'all, I tried, but I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just too much of a stark difference. So I'm gonna go in with this little bit of water, child. I literally can't. I can't do it. Especially knowing, look how good the front looks now. All it took was a little bit of loving. High porosity girls, stand up. We about to get this hair a little bit more dry in a couple minutes. All right, that's good enough. I'm gonna go work for a little bit and then I'll be back to take this singular twist out.
Sometime after that.
Just like that, baby, we're back in action.
And later that afternoon. Y'all, I went to the beauty supply to pick up more of my honey whip mousse, and look what I found. Honey cream deep conditioner. Because y'all know I love the shampoo. But back to the deep conditioner, this is what the ingredients were giving. We had water, propylene glycol, cetyl alcohol. I don't know what it was called, girl. So it's going to be the mousse and the mousse only.
What's up, you guys? It's been some time since the last clip, so let me catch y'all up. They gave me some botana oil, girl. Don't know how to say this. I've never used it before, but they gave it to me for free. And this is a moisturizing and stimulating growth conditioner with botana oil. She gave me 3 of these. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put it in my pre-poo because this is not enough to do much on my hair. Might get me a section. But the big thing, the big dog, is that I got a new Tgin honey whip mousse. It was $14 at my local beauty supply. I'm gonna take the tag off because I'm not giving it back. They had a couple of them in there that looked a little discolored, so I had to retch around, retch across, if you know what I mean. to get the one that, you know, was the normal color that I'm used to. So this is what I've been using for this week, but I'm not gonna be putting nothing else in my hair. Tomorrow is wash day, and of course I'm going to the salon. I'll see y'all in the next clip. Hey y'all, I'm fresh out the shower. The hair is in a low puff still, and I figured I'm gonna be washing my hair tomorrow, so let's experiment and see how stretched we can get my hair with some satin scrunchies. I'm gonna use my serum for this bottom section because I definitely am getting those spider knots. This is exactly why last night was the night. I knew it.
On to my stretching process. I'm just coating my hair with a little bit of the serum and then using my satin scrunchie to go all the way down the shaft. I usually use 2 or 3.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Quite literally. I'm excited to wash my hair tomorrow. Cute.
Good morning, you guys. I'm so tired. But it's time to take this hair out and see what it's giving. All right, y'all. This is what the hair is looking like. Let's go ahead. Y'all know what the drill is by this point. I've been using a whole lot of this stuff this week, but it's very, very important because my hair will break. It is day 6.
8 hours later.
Hey y'all, I just got off of work, so it's time for me to prepare my hair for my salon visit. I am very excited, as you can tell. So I figured I would tell you guys what I'm gonna be going in with for today's wash day and then get in the shower just in case I run out of time. So first and foremost, I'm gonna be going in with the Core Strength shampoo from Curlsmith. I'm planning on double cleansing because this is a bit gentle, and obviously I've been using grease and mousse and all the things, hairspray, so I want to make sure I get a nice good clean, but I also want to make sure I use this up. So after that, I'm just gonna go in with the Nexus Humectress conditioner, give my hair a lot of slip, that protein little boost that it could use, and of course something that'll help me detangle. After I get out of the shower, I'm gonna put a teent of my Paul Mitchell leave-in, just enough to be able to detangle. But yes guys, the time is almost here. I'm gonna get these dirty ends cut and I'm gonna be able to see my girl Tamina, so I will get right with you in just a second. Y'all know I gotta shake these curls before I jump my booty behind in the shower. Why does the hair always eat down when it's dirty, dry, or you're going to the salon? What's up, you guys? Your girl is freshly styled. I got a little body yaddy yaddy going on. Today's trim and style was a little different than typical. Tamina hooked me up, but come on, effortless little body. Cause y'all know hashtag straight hair is boring, hashtag get me out of here. But for now, I really am feeling it and I like it, so it's giving mature. It's giving 29. What's up, you guys? Your girl is officially back from the salon, as you can see, and we are quickly approaching the end of this 1 week in my natural hair video. But before I wrap things up, I want to, number 1, tell you a little bit about my pre-salon wash experience. And then, of course, I want to end things off with some reflections from this last week, which is my first week back with my curls. So first and foremost, I have to say that not pre-pooing my hair was not that big of a deal. I was surprised because my hair was coming off of curls. And of course, the majority of my hair was not, you know, detangled or refreshed at any point in the last 6 days. So it was really encouraging to know that my hair was not a complete ball of tangles getting into the shower. The next thing is that Core Strength shampoo from Curlsmith is definitely not a rebuy for me. I feel like it lacks the slip that I need, and I really feel like my texture, my porosity don't even matter. It's just not the right product. I don't think I'm ever gonna buy another protein shampoo outside of the Malibu Sea Hard Water Wellness because I do like that one. Moving on, I definitely think that the Nexus Humectress conditioner is my go-to for protein. Amazing slip, amazing elasticity and strength on my strands. Really good, like chef's kisses, okay? More than one kiss. The next thing that I wrote down, because I have a little list here, is that when I'm styling my hair, I absolutely need to reinforce my top layer. So like the top layer of my hair frizzes easily, it loses definition, and I really just feel like I needed to add a little more mousse or a little more cream or a little more grease. Like, it just needed a little bit more of everything. So I'm definitely gonna try that moving forward. Besides that, I think day 4 refresh for my hair is a must. Despite using grease, despite my hair being in better standing than it was 6 months ago, day 4 is just the end of my moisture cycle, and I definitely needed to re-moisturize, detangle, twist it up, all the things. So I'm looking forward to when my curls come back and I can try that again. And then the last thing that I have is that I wasn't really feeling my shape. This is the most that I've recorded my head, the back of my head, the side of my head in a while, because I don't usually get this detailed in my everyday videos. And I just was like, something about the back of my head, I'm not really liking how my hair is laying. Like, the top layer of my hair is extremely long, and I was like, I want to get that rectified. So that's a spoiler alert for my next salon trim visit video. I'm gonna be posting that pretty soon, so you guys can hear a little bit about my cut, trim, salon situation, because I did do something that I have never done before. All in all, it was a great week in my wash day, natural hair, my natural curls, all the things. I hope you enjoyed. This was a labor of love, not only for y'all, but for myself, because I was like, I want to be able to look back and see exactly what I used to do in my hair and things like that. Because I watched my first week in my natural hair video, and there were some parts that I was like, well, what was I doing? I couldn't really jog my memory because I skipped the process. So I tried to be super detail oriented in this video, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. You kick back, relax, and yeah, now I need to go edit the rest of the video because I have so much footage. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hype. Turn on your notifications if you want to see more videos from me. Check out some playlists if you want to look at some old things that I've posted, and I will see you guys in the next one.